Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I'm Pretty Papercrafts 67. And today I am going to have a go at doing some altered playing cards. When we were cleaning out at my mum's place, I found several decks of playing cards. And yeah, I have had a look on YouTube at inspiration, and there is just massive amounts of inspiration for playing cards. So I have just been having a little play, and these are the kind of things I've come up with. I have run them through an embossing folder. I've heavily inked them. I've distressed them, sewn around all the edges and just made some little collages kind of thing. And yeah, I thought we might just do a few more today. I've also played with some backgrounds. I've just got some collage with some tissue paper and some book page and stickers. This is one that I did with tissue paper and then distress ink and some stenciling. Again, just some collage, distress ink, and this one I've run through an embossing folder. And the same with these two. I've just run those through an embossing folder as well. So we'll just do a couple of backgrounds and then we'll decorate some. So I'm just going to grab, I want to keep my court cards. I don't want to use those yet. I've got a project in mind for those. So all I'm simply going to do, I've got a box full of collage bits and pieces, and I've got a tray full of other bits and pieces. So we'll just see what we come up with. But yeah, I've got lots of craft supplies from different companies. Like I've got mystery box pieces from Sue at Paper Inspirations. I've got craft supplies from Your Creative Studio. I've got wrapping from WhichCraftDoYouDo, book page. So yeah, just I think anything goes when you're doing a bit of collage. So I kind of sort of like something like that. So we might just stick it down as we go. And see what we come up with. And how is everyone today? I don't even really know what type of day it's going to be yet because it's still very early here. So, but I love to be able to get into my craft room before it gets too hot. Alright, so I'm just going to use just a little bit of this tissue paper just to fill in that bottom edge. Just about like that. And then I really love this. This is a napkin, but it's really fibery. So, yeah, I really like the texture of that. And I'll just put a bit more glue. So, yeah, just having a bit of a fiddle. Just like that sort of thing. Put a bit more glue down here. And then we can cut away all those edges. I don't really know anything to tell you guys. It's just been a really nice, quiet week at home this week. Yeah, just kind of trying to catch up on some orders and some stock and some videos because I haven't had the opportunity to do very many at all. So yeah, I've really enjoyed my week this week. Alright, so that's just a sort of an idea for one, and once that's dry I'll come back and do a bit more. This one here, I'm just going to do, again, some more tissue paper. Oh. And I've got some white tissue paper as well. And I'm just going to, yeah, just layer up some different layers of tissue paper over the top of each other. And these are really nice when they're inked up. It just gives it lots and lots of texture for the ink to grab onto. So I'm just going to start layering it up. I want it to have some creases in there, so I'm just going to rip it up a bit, put some more layers over the top and try and keep some creases happening. Like that sort of thing. This is where I get really messy with my glue. Now I'm going to put a layer of white tissue paper over the top of that. And I want to kind of keep some creases in there. And I'll do a bit more white. That sort of thing. And I want to do a bit more white down here. And then I'm going to come back over with a bit more of this one as well. Let's do that straight sort of. I want to keep some creases in there. Like that. And then when that all dries off and you ink over the top of it, or you can paint over the top of it, I'm just going to spread that glue right out. So I guess instead of using, what is it? Is it gesso or something or other? Some paste or something people use. I just use glue stick because it coats it the same, but it's extremely wet. So I'm just going to leave that one to dry off. I'm going to put that way over there. So that's just building up heaps of layers with tissue paper. And then this last one here, I'm just going to do some book page. I've got a really old book here. The paper is just beautiful. So I'm going to do a bit of collage with some book page. Put a bit of that on there. And I don't mind if some of that playing card is showing. And what else can we put on this one? Let me have a look. What else do we have? There's some labels. We could put a label down. What have we got here? These are from Your Creative Studio. The roses are pretty. I'll put some roses there. I think that's upside down. Oh, chapter, I like that too. Don't know. Just pick one, Lynn, just pick one. Oh, I like this one, number 5. That's nice. Although we've got a 3, haven't we? Oh, let's go to the roses. Let's do the roses because we can always find something with roses to decorate. Alright, so I'll pop that there. What do I want up here? I've got some of this pretty floral paper. I think this was from a mystery box. So we might use a bit of that too. That's a nice rose there. We'll sort of, let's see, we can always do something like this maybe. Just to tie the flowers in together. Do something like that. That over there, like that, and then we can put our rose sticker kind of over the top of that maybe. Now it is a sticker, but I struggle with getting them off their backing, so I just stick them straight down as they are. Okay, and then from that you can build up with some cheesecloth and a die cut flower would be really pretty on there, or if you've got some acetate roses, which I do have from a mystery box, you can decorate it with that sort of thing. This one here, yeah, anything you like. So they're just some bases that I do. This one is very wet, but there's lots of texture in there. So once that dries off, and I'm going to ink this one, so that will give the ink lots of areas to sort of absorb and get light and dark. Another idea that you can do, which I've done over there, we'll just do a bit of stenciling. So I'm just using my spack filler because I think it's the best texture paste I've found, and it dries really quickly. So I'm just going to take a bit of that and just do some really rough stenciling over the top of that. Just like that sort of thing. Isn't that pretty? And then, you know, if you wanted to, you could ink around that as well. All right, so that's some backgrounds. There are so many makers that create altered playing cards. So if you're looking for inspiration, just jump on YouTube and enter in altered playing cards, and there will be a wealth of knowledge. I'm just going to get rid of this. I'll be back in a sec. All right, so now while we let these things dry, that one's got to dry. It's got the texture paste. The gluey one's still drying. This one is pretty much dry. So yeah, I would then go ahead and do my really messy machine stitching all around the edges, just to give them that element of sewing, which I love. If you wanted to, you could take that right as it is and run that through an embossing folder. That would be really very pretty. But what I'm going to do is I am going to choose to decorate 3. I have worked a little bit ahead of time, so I kind of sort of know what I want to do, and I think it's these 3 or that one that I'm going to want to play with. So the first one here, sorry, please excuse me. As you can see, I've been painting and all sorts on my desk. I've got all sorts of stuff on my mat, I should say, so I've got to have to clean that. But this one here, as I said, I did a lot of tissue paper, built up that texture. Then I did distress inking in what is it? Vintage Photo and another one. I'm sorry, I can't remember. And so now I thought I'm going to do, I've just got some things organised over here. I love the Tim Holtz paper dolls, and I love them turned into little butterflies. I've got a frame here from a WhichCraft die cut pack, and I'm just going to build that up sort of thing, giving her a little frame to sit within. So just using whatever you've got. I do love altered playing cards for that reason, is that there is so many ideas out there that you don't have to buy anything special to create them. As long as you've got your deck of cards, you can create with just about any scrap that you've got at home. So I'm just going to do all some distress inking. Just like that. And I may as well ink all of these as well. And the butterfly. All right, now what I am going to do, I like the height. I like it to have a bit of height, so I am not going to stick that down. I just want to get it in the right position, and I'm going to off-center it just a touch because I've got this texture paste stenciling sort of thing down the side, and I don't want to lose that. And I am just going to staple it onto the playing card. So I'm going to offset it to about there. And then I'm just going to staple it like that. And I'll put another one in this bottom edge as well. Just like that. And that way it's not stuck down, but it's not going anywhere. and it still remains to have a bit of height. All right, so we've got our butterfly, that's just our butterfly wings, I should say, and our little girl. So I'm going to attach the wings to her first. Just use a bit of glue, if it'll come out. No, that one's not happy this morning, so we'll use this one instead. Just as well, I've got multiple bottles of glue. All right, so we'll put some glue on that. Oh, silly me, wrong side. Never mind, we need glue there anyway. So I put some glue here. And then I'm just going to line her up around about there like that. Like that. And I'm thinking I might build her up a bit. I might put her on some mounting foam, all that foam tape stuff, and just give her a bit more height. So this is going to be a nice high one, this one. Okay, so I'm going to put some tape there. Some tape there. And some tape there and some tape there. I just want to check her wings again. Oh. Yeah. All right, so we'll just pull that backing off. Sometimes it comes off easy and sometimes it doesn't. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of extra glue just down on these. And then I'm just going to pop her sort of in the frame, like about there. And then she's kind of sitting outside of that frame. And then I wouldn't mind a button somewhere on there, just for something a little bit vintage looking. Button. Where would I want to put a button? And I also liked, I had a phrase. Where did that? There. Lovely. I like lovely or laughter. Laughter. Well, she doesn't look very happy, does she? So we'll put lovely because she looks a bit shy. But she is a lovely little girl. Lovely little butterfly girl. Okay, I'll put some ink on that one. So we could put lovely there because she is lovely. And a button down there maybe. Yeah, I like that. All right, so we'll put lovely there. Bit of glue. Too much glue. Way too much glue. And we'll go lovely right there. Like that, and a button. Okay, so there's one done. I don't think lovely's very straight. I think I'm making it worse. Anyway, so that's one idea of how to alter a playing card. And then I am going, so I'll just put her to the side for a minute, let her dry off. I'm trying very hard to keep organised because I've got stuff everywhere. All right, so now this one here, I have put down some papers. Some of these papers from Your Creative Studio. So I tore out one of those and I've put it there, and then I used some of that tissue and a sticker, one of these stickers here. So that sort of set this theme a bit for botanical. I've machine stitched around. This one I did not ink because the tissue has sort of a different look, like it has been distress inked. So on this one I thought I've got some numbers that I've cut out here, and I've got just this piece from a Kaisercraft paper die cut kit thing, and I've just sewn down the middle. And I'm thinking I'm going to just simply do something like this and put my numbers kind of running down here in a way. Maybe I only need the 2. That kind of thing, sort of thing. And maybe some cheesecloth under there. Maybe some cheesecloth. So we'll start off by putting, do I want cheesecloth or numbers? Let's have a look. I'll just cut a bit of cheesecloth. Just like that. And there's quite a bit there because I really want, the texture. So I'm going to put that sort of there like that. Now, do I want my numbers under the cheesecloth or above? I think under. All right, so we'll put these on. Oh, great. Put one there. And we'll just put our next one down, number 14. And lay that one down about there. Just kind of trying to keep it level with the top one. Now, our bit of cheesecloth. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. Just sort of that kind of thing. That will give that some height through there. Yeah, I like that. It does cover up our numbers a little bit, but it doesn't matter. All right, so I'll just lay some cheesecloth down. Just put some glue straight down on the playing card. Won't need a whole lot. I don't know, maybe that is too much. We will cut a bit of that off. It doesn't need to be quite so bulky. And just lay that sort of down like that. And then I'm going to lay this straight down over the top. Like that. Okay. And what else? It needs something else. What does it need? It needs a little sentiment. Make today count. Be yourself. I did have, oh, maybe they're here. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, I've got stuff everywhere, I tell you guys. I've got some numbers. Or some specimen. I've got in here somewhere specimen. This is my WhichCraftDoYouDo go-to box. This is all the bits and pieces. So there's specimen or sample there, but I think I've got it in black. So give me a minute to have a very quick look through it. Otherwise we'll use what we've got there. I know that they are in here somewhere, but of course, oh, there we go. I think black would be better. I think black will offset it lots better. Okay, so we'll put those back and we will cut a little specimen out of there. Give that some ink. and just give it a tiny bit of glue. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that right there. So there you go, and it's another sort, another type with fibre. I like it. Okay, so we'll put that to the side. Now this one here, this one I'm not sure what I'm doing. I would like to make some paper tubes as I've done here, and maybe we could use some mushrooms. I've got some mushrooms from a mystery box somewhere here. Give me a minute to find them. There we go. I have done a mushroom one already. So maybe we could sort of try and recreate something like that. So what I'm thinking is, first of all, I'll make some paper tubes. They're really very easy to make. And I'll just grab a skewer, and that piece might be better. So all you really have to do is just kind of wrap the paper around your skewer, trying to keep it as tight as you can. Just like that sort of thing. And then when you think you've got it big enough, then this is going to be tricky, isn't it? I'm going to just tear that bit off, and it's come really loose, so we'll start again and just keep going as tightly as you can. Now I have found that the thinner the paper, the better the tube, but that's okay. We will do it this way. And just wrap that around. Yes, it gets gluey. And then you just slide it off. So that could be like there. It's a little bit long, but I don't mind about that. And I'll grab a bit more paper. And again, I'll just go again. Just try and get it as tightly as I can around my skewer. Rip some paper off and stick that down. Okay. Pull that one off. So there's two. Oh, I might do a third one, a little one. Keep rolling, 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 and gluing it down. Now, if you spent more time on them, you'd get them really refined, and they'd look really nice. But just to give you the idea, very easy to do. All right, I'm just going to clean off my fingers. Now, I want something in behind that. What do I want? Maybe just some cheesecloth might do it, just to give it something. So I've got a bit here, but that's probably not enough. Oh, maybe it is. So, still fingers are wet. And I've got some of this, again, this is some of this napkin that I've used to clean up when I was inking my backgrounds, but it's such a nice fibre to it. So maybe I could put some of that down and some of that down. Like that, and then our paper tubes on the top of that, like that, and then we could grab a mushroom and put a mushroom up in here somewhere. Now I want something that's a little bit big, kinda, so something like that, something like that. Oh, he's nice, he fills it up. I like him. Or what else have we got? We've got these ones here too. Oh, this might be nice. Oh yeah, I like that one. All right. So I'll just pack these away before I lose them. And these were from the mystery box from Sue at Paper Inspirations. So many mushrooms. All right, and what else? I want something else. Do I want specimen on that as well? That could look cool, couldn't it? That could look very cool. Or a number. We've got some numbers here from WhichCraftDoYouDo, one of their printables. I'm not sure of the name. I'm sorry. I do know it. I just don't know it. I think I might put a number on this one. All right, so let's get this on the go. So I'm just going to use my glue. Now this one I have just collaged, and then I have run it through an embossing folder, and then I've heavily inked it. So yeah, just for some extra texture. All right, so we'll just put that straight down there like that. And then these paper tubes, I'm just going to give them just a bit of ink, just to colour them up a bit. Oh, where did my roll of cotton go? I had a roll of cotton here I wanted to use. Oh, typical. Oh no, there it is. Cool, cool. I'm not doing a lot of inking, just here and there. All right, so I'm going to stick down my tubes, and I just want to sort of have, how do I want them? Large to small, or no, I might put the biggest one in the middle, that sort of thing. Oh, glue. And this is the Tiger Grip in the Helmars, and it is great for like textural collage. It's really good. It sticks like sticks like glue. There you go. It really does. Alright, so that sort of thing. And with that glue, they won't take long to dry at all. Now I'm just going to grab some sewing cotton, just some ordinary cotton, and I am just going to put a whole heap, if I can find the end of it. Where's the end of it? Okay, I'm just going to do this, get a whole heap of cotton. And just to give my mushroom a little bed to sort of sit on. Just pop it sort of down there like that, and then put my mushroom over the top of that. So I'll just again run a little bit of glue down along these. And I'll put the mushroom straight over the top of that. I haven't got a lot of glue. Just like that. And now, while that's drying off, I'll pick something. What do we want? I don't mind that one. That one I like too. I like the font on that. Let's just have a look. I like this one. So I could tuck that one sort of up in there, like that, which I do like. The blue isn't really the colour, is it? I also like this number 84 over here. And I could tuck that one up behind there. No, I like this one, so I'm going to stick with this one. A bit more glue. and just tuck it down under there like that. All right, that will stick eventually. All right, so there you go. There's just a few ideas on if you've got altered playing cards and you want to give them a go. Yeah, it's really fun. It's a fun little project. So there you go. We've got 2 mushrooms. That one's going to need a bit more glue, I think. I'll put a little bit more glue on that. Oh, it is sticking. We'll just do safe than sorry. All right. So we've got 2 mushrooms. I've got a butterfly. We've got the botanical one. A little lovely girl. And then this one I also did with a Tim Holtz paper doll and the bats. That this was the Halloween line. So yeah, give them a go. They're fun. Then there's so many things you can do your backgrounds. And that looks really nice now that it's drying off. And this one is still extremely sticky. So we'll leave that. That'll take a while. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you've got some playing cards, have some fun. Enjoy your Tuesday. Stay safe and well. And I'll see you all again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.